Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our Explosive Elite Review. Yep, the Explosive Elite Review, AEW's first of the fourth 2020. Another little bit of a different look for AEW again. It looked like it was more in a studio than it was an arena this time. They actually brought back some superstars around the ringside as well, which I quite like that idea. Some people probably say about the social distancing aspect. I think it's actually quite a good idea because it gives that atmosphere that I think the WWE are lacking. They announced that there was going to be a new title championship now coming called the TNT Championship. Don't know how I feel about that name. Maybe they could have come up with a different name, but that's going to be like their sort of mid-card title, I'm going to think. And there's a little tournament. I've got written out the competitors and their matches, which start next week. It will be Shawn Spears versus Cody Rhodes, Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. So that's another little rematch between them two, and Kip Sabian.
Spears versus Cody.
Yep, they've had a match before, haven't they, as well? Yep, that's a little rematch for them as well. Kip Sabian versus Dustin. And Lance Archer versus Colt Cabana, which Colt Cabana's a bit of a funny one being in there, but I think they maybe kind of used who they've got available, and it seems that Colt is available at the minute. Started off with a really good match to start off. Trent versus Kenny Omega. Had Chuck and Orange Cassidy at ringside. I put it was a hard-hitting match that nearly went the full distance, 20 minutes. We got to 19 minutes, but Kenny Omega pulled the win out with the one-wing angel at the end.
It was also 1 minute remaining, and then he had the 1 wing angel got the win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, mate. Yeah, 1 minute to go, and he got the win. Next, it was Shida versus an Anna Jay. I've never seen her before. Maybe she's just sort of who was available by the looks of it. Shida got the win. Very predictable, to be fair, so that's what it is. Moving on, Marco Stunt, who sadly lost his grandmother, he put a tweet out the other day to say he lost his grandmother, was against Lance Archer in his first debut match. Again, it was one of them sort of build up the monster matches. Lance Archer basically destroyed Marco Stunt, and after the match he attacked him and got some more offense, just to assert his dominance. And obviously then next week he's got Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana was on commentary for half the Dynamite. Cody was for the first half, and then Colt Cabana second half. Colt Cabana's better at doing it because he's got a podcast, so he's more used to talking on a microphone. And obviously part of this match, Lance Archer was staring him down because of their match next week. We had two members of the Dark Order versus the Natural Nightmares, QT Marshall and Dustin. They've now made a tag team. They're called the Natural Nightmares. This is what you would have thought it would have been. It was basically a debut show and match. They beat the Dark Order, only for them, the Natural Nightmares, to be walking to the back. The Exalted One, Brody Lee, came out and he attacked one of the Dark Order members to sort of basically punish him by the looks of it for losing the match. They did do a little a vignette with him being this sort of, we'll say how it is, kind of Vince McMahon character, where he's basically, you know, pulling up the Dark Order for getting things wrong and, you know, stamping his authority on them. So they're quite good. There was another vignette with Jericho and Vanguard 1, which was quite nice. Again, they were trying to recruit Vanguard into the inner circle. He gave him a little T-shirt, only for Vanguard to fly off. Yeah, it was a really good little sequence.
And he sent his dogs.
Yeah, sent the dogs as well. Yeah, so yeah, very well done. We get to the main event: Sammy Guevara, Shawn Spears versus Cody and Darby Allin. So obviously, respective of their matches in the tournament, they had this little tag team match. There was a Darby Allin sort of vertical beam. There's a vertical beam around the studio, sort of obviously holding the roof up. He went onto one of them and he did a coffin drop backwards onto one, which was quite a nice spot. But it was a bit of an upset because Sammy and Shawn Spears got the win. They pulled out the win, which you wouldn't have thought. Bit of an upset that. Only for then Cody to sort of comfort Darby Allin at the end, only for Darby to push him away. So there's still a little bit of tension there between them two, as they've had a bit of a rivalry before in the past. And that was it. So yeah, it's a different venue. I think this looks a better venue, to be fair, than having that big open empty arena. I think that they'll obviously be here now, I think, for the foreseeable future, not in that arena. I think the arena was a kind of a quick fix solution, and they've now found a permanent base until they can get fans back. They've announced that there is going to be Jake Hager versus John Moxley for the title in a no holds barred empty arena match. I'm wondering whether that's been recorded already. They are. Because it's an arena, they're not going to be an arena from now on by the looks of it, so we'll have to see how they do that. But yeah, again, they're solid in that. The next video we're going to be doing will probably be, could be a SmackDown review. It depends on what happens on SmackDown. Not a lot happened on Raw. Again, not a lot happened on SmackDown last week, and we're now into that sort of WrestleMania week. WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday, we'll do the reactions. I might actually split them. I think we might do 2 reactions videos for WrestleMania. I think we'll do one after the Saturday and one after the Sunday, just so we don't have a massive long video for WrestleMania. I think that's the best way of doing it. I see we've got another subscriber, so thanks for that as well. And yeah, I think we'll leave it there, won't we, Kai? I will see you in the next video. So I'll say goodbye and say goodbye, Kai.
Bye.
Goodbye.